Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. We are recorded. my earphone's about to fall out. How are we doing today? We're back with some more MW5 Mercenaries. This is our yet another Mech Lab. Silby's Mech Lab, yet another Mech Lab Overhaul, as well as 330's Pilot Overhaul. Kind of rolled into one in what has been a very entertaining, we have the settings a little easy as it turns out, but aside from that, a hugely fun, entertaining save so far for me. Now, I'm about a week ahead of my recordings. I think this is going to be episode 9. Episode 2 went live maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago. And I'm beginning to see kind of the fallout, so to speak, from my hot take on the Mech final video, whatever you want to say. And it was about what I was expected. I got a little bit more support than I thought, which is nice because it means it's not a complete hot take. I'm not a complete outlier out there. I do want to reiterate again that Mech is a very well done mod. I have a difference of opinion on the enjoyment of certain aspects of it. But there's a lot of ways to play the game, and there's a lot of different types of people that play these games, and they're looking for different things. And so just because a mechanic isn't something that interests me, doesn't mean that it's not of interest. And so anyway, it was nice to get some support, but I want to reiterate support for the Mech crew, and I don't want to alienate those guys because they work really hard. Magnum's been nothing but perfect to me. I've really enjoyed talking to him in the past when I've done previous Mech saves. So it's not meant to be a slight, even though it's not gone the way I like, but that doesn't mean it's bad. But the other thing is I was really happy with the amount of views I got on the first episode of this. So yet another Mech Lab. I didn't think it was going to do as well at all as Mech. Mech is it's the big boy in the marketplace for this sort of thing. But yet another Mech Lab did really well. As of today, it's got almost as many views as Mech does, a couple weeks in, as the first episode of Mech does. So anyway, that's awesome. So for those of you that watch both, that are here because of the channel, or I hesitate to say because of me, because that sounds really egotistical, rather than because of specific mods, thank you so much. It's so good to continue to see numbers climb. I didn't start out to make this a BattleTech channel per se, and I hope there's room for me to make other videos, but for those of you here for kind of the BattleTech universe, and maybe Mech specifically, thank you as well. It's great to have you here. The numbers aren't huge. I understand that compared to many, many other channels, but, a few hundred people, that makes me feel pretty good. So anyway, let's dive back into this. All that stuff out of the side. Most important of that is thank you. Thank you to the mod offers. Thank you to the people that watch it. Thank you to the developers, of the game itself. Now, I have flown us down to Benjamin because I thought we should touch base with home. We're going to need a new pilot, and I thought we should come back and kind of coop our pilots. Like, we didn't technically get any of our pilots from Benjamin. I mean, we have a story, but we started up in the north, right? So who knows? Maybe we're from Benjamin. We started the Mech company there, but our other pilots were from wherever we found them, right? We know Cobra was from Periphery, right? He's from the edge of Curitan space, so he wasn't from Benjamin, even if we found him on Benjamin. So anyway, I think that's pretty cool. So we've come back here. Let's talk about what we've done. I did accept, and I don't know if it's going to work. I expected a high value campaign over here. We were this area. Now, I did do a mission in here. We were like here, and as far as I get was like here, and like one system over, there was a system that had 3 missions, all for Curita, all kind of probably level 5, 6-ish. Not hard levels for us. And so I just rolled through them. They were meant just to recoup some funds. I happened to land, I looked at the map, it was right next to us. I said, well, that's a good way to pay for our trip over. And so I took it. So we were up to about 19 mil. I would say after that was done. Now, I've trained some pilots a little bit. I've upgraded some mechs a little bit, and I purchased a mech. So I found another Catapult K2. I'm going to sneeze. Hopefully I remember to edit that out. If nothing else, my sound editing should make sure that doesn't kill you. I apologize if it did. So we've given it kind of a Buccaneer. I think I'm going to do this squad all as this. This paint scheme looks I think it looks good on the Catapult. So I think we're going to do the whole thing with kind of the Buccaneer paint scheme. This lance has its own identifiable group, and we'll give it its own leader, right? When this lance is on the field, the Professor will not be on the field, right? This will be its own group, which I think is amazing, right? I think each lance should have its own identity, and this is one that's definitely going to do that, which is why we've come back to Benjamin to hopefully hire a leader for it. I haven't done anything to this one at the moment. I just repaired it. It was in good shape when I put improved sensors and a coolant pod on it. So small changes. We can take a look at the loadout if you'd like to see it. I'd like to play with some more of the additional kind of things that we've added, kind of the MWO stuff. You know, we've got some drones on on mechs, but I've never hit the button myself to launch it. And I think because I had to lose a heat sink to put the sensors in, I said, let's lose another one and let's go with a coolant pod. So we'll get 4 uses of this kind of big thing. So depending on the mission, it should work great, just like MWO, right? You can Alpha Strike, hit it, and go. Oh, those are ones we already have. We need, I think, 8 of them. Anyway, so that's what we've done with that one. Now, I have bought additional. I did buy a command cockpit. Now this is going to do a few things. It's going to give you better sensor range, more missile spread. Your missile spread modifier will get better. Your missile projectile speed will get better, and weapon lock on time gets faster. We're going to put this on whatever the support mech is, right? Our LRM boat for this group, and it's going to get a command cockpit. And I bought improved sensors for everybody. I don't know if I can do improved sensors on top of this, but I think I can. So it should get an extra 100. You know, whatever this gets us, this will get us an extra 100 meters. So I have enough for everybody for that, and I think they're here. Yeah, so I've got 3 more improved sensors and the command cockpit for this group, which I think will be a lot of fun. And maybe we do coolant pods on all of them too, to just give them their own theme. Maybe coolant pods and everything except for the laser boat, and then we use except for the missile boat, and then maybe we go with the drone on that one instead. Something like that. Or maybe we do the drone on one of the Splat Cats. I just couldn't come up with Splat. I came up with Smack and Snack and all sorts of other S sounds. I couldn't come up with Splat. Because that way, you know, maybe we go with that and then we go with Artemis if we can find it, and then that gives them better lock-ins. I don't know, something along those lines. But I would like to play with some of those MWO components within this lance itself. So this is the first mech we have of it. We need to find a pilot for it. Let's take a look at our pilot. Method had already been promoted captain a long time ago. Judge is up to lieutenant now. Starfall is up. I already hired him. That's right. And Liam is up. I think. Wait. No. This is our pilot for our Thunderbolt. The Thunderbolt's built. You can see this guy's run 3 missions. Those 3 missions we talked about a minute ago on the way over. So we got 32 kills, 7.64. That gives you an idea that these were not the most difficult missions ever. His name was Dropkick. I didn't come up with that. They did. His own. So we've called the mech the Rose Tattoo. For those of you the Dropkick Murphy fans. I was in the Army, both AIT and a few years at Fort Meade with a guy who is a huge Dropkick Murphys fan. Anyway, so, and I don't mind him. Yeah, little barroom hero, Rose Tattoo. Yeah, I'm into punk, I'm into Irish. It works. Anyway, so that's what we've got. So this gives you an idea how easy those 3 missions were. Now, I would like to point out that she has run 12 missions and still has a 6.41 damage ratio, which is just absolutely nuts. In a medium, even though we've been doing higher level missions and she's been involved in those. We only ran her in one of those 3 missions we did before. I thought it'd be nice to give everybody else a little bit of run up, and also we need to get Dropkick in there. I thought we'd take a quick look, and as long as we're in pilots, let's talk about them. I'm at about 5.5, 367 kills. Method 5.8. 73 kills. I mean, that's still pretty good. Again, those last 3 missions were a little bit easy. They boosted everybody a little bit. I think he was in the high 4s or something before that. Judge, we've already talked about 6.4.
Brought us to meet. Glad to be on board, sir.
4 chassis piloted. Well, that's true, because was she our backup pilot for a little bit? So she was in a few other things. Dropkick, obviously, it says 2 chassis. he's only been in one chassis for us. I don't know if modifying it changed it so it counted as a different chassis. But he's only been in the Thunderbolt for us. He hasn't been in anything else. Oh, no, it's because... I got it. I know what it is. It's because I switched to a different mech. I wanted to look at different things, and they slide over a spot when it happens. That's probably how we're getting it, which is interesting. I wonder if we were to put him... I wonder if that's an easy way to get people XP in multiple mechs. We'll have to look. We'll have to look and see if some of these pilots that we know of, like, we'll have to see what mechs, if we put Dropkick in, what mechs it's, if it shows him as having experience in any other mechs. And we'll find out. Obviously, Starfall, he is our, he's one of our new pilots as well, 4.28. Hasn't been spectacular, but he's not in a high damage mech, really. We do need to get rid of this. He had a couple negatives. I untrained one of them. I guess we can come in here and, untrain that one.
Glad you joined the company, Commander. Let's kick some ass.
And then obviously we got Backhand Foo here. He's already got Perfectionist, which is only a +1. We'll have to see if maybe we can prove that. Impenetrable and mass weapons. You know, it'd be interesting if you say, what if you were to take your base setups for Pilot Overhaul and you were to say that there was a maximum of 0. You couldn't add any of these. But that maximum was only to this, right? To motivation, right? So you can't motivate them. They have what they have. And so you'd be looking specifically for pilots with a high base number of these, and then you would have to hunt out the upgrades maybe for the ones they have, or if they have an empty slot, you don't want to, you want to take something very specific. So pilots become very much more good at what they're good at, and you can't change that. You know, he's good at these 3 things. Now, he happens to be good just period across the board, but these are the 3 things that you can improve by maybe finding the higher levels of these, but that's it. I like that idea a lot. Maybe we'll do that the next playthrough. I think that would be a lot of fun. So that's what we have. That's where people stand. Judge is, to this point, a spectacular pilot for us. She's done really well. And I'm not unhappy with that. Let's see, 367, 73. Judge is 125, 32, 33. Again, most of these pilots are reasonably new for us. So, and those that have hit their 6 missions have been gotten their promotion to lieutenant as well. All right, let's see what's in the pilot hire. This is going to be the leader of our squad. So we want this probably to be an elite pilot. We're not looking to save money on this hire. So we're looking at either Koch or Gomes. They're both pretty good. He has 1 more additional potential. He's got 1 more current. Pretty even across the top. A little bit better defensively. A 13 and a 12 and a 10. Well, that's 2 13s. I take it back. He's 1 better there. 2 12s and an 11 up there. So yeah, essentially this is the difference. 1 is better in evasion. 1 is better with heat. And that's essentially it. The question is, what... And none of them have nicknames either. Interesting. Okay, so you've got 3 abilities. You've got Impenetrable, which is already at max. You've got Death's Cousin. I don't know that those can get more than 2 per. So that, because that's a 6-point swing right there. So that one might also be at max. And Untouchable. So you've got 3 abilities. They're all maxed out. We can't improve anything without training motivation. So you're pretty well maxed with what you have. So let's take a look at Gomes. He's also got 3. Death's Cousin, again, that probably is max. Party's Tank, that's just 1, right? So that could be improved. Potentially up to maybe 3 things with 2 bonuses. So we could get another 4 points potentially out of that. And this is max it. That has 2. So maybe another 2 on that one as well. I'm not really sure if these go up to, these 2, but at 3 points each, whereas this one is 3 skills at 2 points, or if it'll add another skill or what. But I would say potentially another 4 points there and another 2 points there. So we could get 6 more points out of the skills we have, assuming we find the place to train him on him. So without having to get a motivation, maybe we could get to 76 on Gomes. I like that. Let's go with that. Plus, I can dress up as him better. I've got a green helmet. I've got that. I don't have purple, but we could do this. Also, again, I was in the army with a kid from Maine. I was in AIT with him. I think he went. Maybe he went tactical. I don't know. I after AIT, I lost track of him. I was a satellite controller, so I went to school to be for satellite communications. And at the time I was in, they'd combined both strategic and tactical satellite communications into one school. So you all went through together, and then you went out to wherever your units were. And I ended up becoming a controller, which means I came back for more schooling, and I did my thing. But I don't know what happened to him. I'm assuming he went tactical because that's more likely for me to lose touch. There's not that many strategic sites. I'd likely to then run into him at some point within my day-to-day job of controlling satellites. I don't know. Anyway, he's a nice kid. He's from Maine, so maybe we work in a nickname from Maine. I don't know. Let's go with him. Potentially more upside with quirks as they stand now. So let's hop over here and see what we can get out of him. Lieutenant Gomes. I'm going to leave him as a lieutenant, right? He's being brought in to command a squad, so we're not going to start him as a cadet. We'll start him as a lieutenant. Let's take a look at training. Again, shield capacity by 5. I think everybody we have, that's the impenetrable, and I think everybody that can get that one for us might already have that. You've already got 4. Yes, I don't think, without training motivation, I don't think any of us who've already got impenetrable can get that one.
Idle hands are wasted money. Let's get out there, Commander.
Yeah, and that's that. So, we have our pilot. I don't have a nickname for him yet. It is a K2, which, if my memory serves, is also a famous mountain. We could go mountaineering with the nickname. We could go Maine to, honor my friend in the army there. I'll have to think about it. And we could just call it the K2 and call him the Mountaineer, right? I like that. Let's just do that. It's simple. It's easy. It's easy to remember. Mountaineer? 2 E's? I think. Confirm. Let's go name as Mech. And this one is just going to be K2. Maybe all of the other... Well, I don't know how we'd come up with names. I was going to say, maybe we give all the others mountain names. You could have Everest and I don't know, Half Dome or something like that, right? We could come up with some others, but I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll rely on our current, which is, if they come with a nickname, we work off of that. All right. So that is that. So now I'm going to star map and fly. So we're going to want to be over here anyway. It's 7 to 9. We're 7. I think this is where we should be. So I'm going to fly us maybe to Chandler, just because I happen to drive through Chandler, Arizona on a regular basis. And then we'll kind of we'll save in case we can't get to this, in case it crashes on us for this as well. Maybe we're just having problems with all the high value. If that's the case, I might want to start playing with mods and see if I can figure out where that error is. Been talking a lot this time. I've tried to keep this series a little more fast-paced. This one's a slower paced one. I apologize for that. So I'm going to do a quick save. Now let's see what the star map has for us. So we do have another mission there. Targeted kill. It's only difficulty 37. The ones we did over there were like 40s, I think. So 37 is gonna be really easy for us. We might need to go even higher. That's a multiple mission. We could potentially do that. A couple multi-missions, especially level 43 is a little easier. That one's only a difficulty 36, 4 Kirita against them. We could almost certainly do that, right? Because we have 7 mechs, and they're all good mechs. We could mix and match at this point, right? So we could rotate essentially 2 lances worth through. We could run through with the first 4, get 3 of them repaired, take whatever the least damage one is, throw it with these guys, maybe do something like, maybe do something like this, right? So we run a medium in the first one, we see who's the least damaged, we swap the 3 more damaged ones out, we've healed those, again, we take the least. That wouldn't be bad. So if this fails, I think that's what we go for. So we've saved it. I'm going to go ahead and hit travel, and we'll see what happens. Slightly different position for me, because this is my display capture scene. It's set up a little different. Because if the bug pops up, it'll only show up on the display. Oh, it didn't give it to us. I mean, I guess we could stay here for a second. Leave me down there until we get into combat. All right. We're down to 5 mil. Take a look at our contracts. We've got a targeted kill at 37 that pays a lot, and we've got a campaign. I think... let's do both of these today. This one's super easy. Let's do this as a warm-up today to get me going. We'll take the salvage. We'll take some money. Decent money, decent salvage. You know, we're down to 5 mil, and we know we're going to want more catapults.
The weather's really kicking up, Commander. Your visibility will be limited out there.
Let's go ahead, because this is an easier mission. Let's go with K2 and with the Mountaineer. Right? Again, it's an easier one. We could probably give... let's keep McCragen on this one. Again, it's an easier one. We're not going to get a huge number of chances to run medium mechs. And do we stick with Backhand to get him some more missions? He's a lieutenant already. Oh, you know what I want to do? Let's see if... yeah, it says she's been in 1. So it's counted for her as having it. So you could do a flip through and get everybody experience with the mech next to them. And kind of build up some cross-training that way. Because it looks like they get credit for being in both mechs during that mission. Oh, that's good to know. Okay. Okay, I like that. Let's go ahead and put her back in.
And destroy.
And then if we don't do the grasshopper, we could do shooting star. No, I think that's fine. Let's get him some more experience. Plus, it's tall, right? And then we'll run with dropkick, since he's the other cadet. The only cadet at the moment, maybe, because we left him as a lieutenant. Yeah, let's go.
Target acquired. New target.
All right, we're at the wrong place, but I don't want to leave a hunchback and an AC-20 Irby in the fight. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna try to keep an eye on that on that Irby back there, but we'll. I didn't put jump jets on this thing. I've just realized that. We're gonna have to change it. Have to watch the heat because I do want jump jets on this thing. Oh, that was horrible shooting, Eric. Horrible.
New target, urban mech.
Trying to get rid of that AC-20.
Target acquired.
All right, that's gone. I think we go in. We go in. We got medium lasers. We got machine guns. There we go. He's lost his big guns.
Enemy mech down.
Target acquired.
This guy's down to a small laser. I think we just go in and we machine gun him. Never mind. I don't have to machine gun him. They killed that too. It's gonna hurt. Get out of the way. Yeah, that hurt. All right. Yeah, I guess we continue north. I'll loop down through that one, and then we'll have to go all the way back south again if there's anybody left. Maybe we'll crawl all the way across down to the far side and then come down. Well, I don't know. We'll play it by ear.
Target is in the field, Commander. They're marked on your tactical display.
destroyed.
All right, we're coming up. We got some. We had some choppers. It says whoever it is here.
Dragon.
Take out a tank.
Target acquired.
We've got a dragon and we've got a rifleman. I didn't really want to walk through the wall. I was trying to use the wall as cover for the from the rifleman. Not doing much on this dragon, am I?
Target acquired. Critical.
Maybe we take the arms off the rifleman. Spin back around. This is a tough fight right here. One of the negatives of not having playing with max salvage or max tonnage is that you don't know what size you should be. To
Target acquired.
what you don't know if you're going in heavy or not. You know what I'm saying?
Target acquired.
And we got a bunch of extra people in from somewhere. We got 2 lances in, 2 groups here. Took an arm off of him. I don't think he cares. Oops, I'm going the wrong direction here. I got twisted up here.
Acquired.
You're almost dead. You are not. Let's
Target destroyed.
somebody over there on the left that doesn't like, or on the right. Move out of the way. I'm trying to get a shot here. You're just standing around looking backwards. All right, you're done. You're just about done. Let's put some machine guns on you. You're done. We got more guys landing, though.
Target
You're done.
destroyed.
Oh, heat's critical. Let me zoom back out.
Target acquired.
That LRM-10 should go as well. Can we
Target destroyed.
see him? What are you?
Target
I don't know.
Target acquired.
Don't care about you. Don't care about you. All right, we're in... Judges and is beat up. That's about it. We got this extra lance that just dropped.
Target acquired.
That's down the hill. You're gonna do... I'm gonna put everybody on you except F3. F3. I'm gonna put the hunchback back there. Oh, we can get out of here. Yeah, yeah.
Reposition successful, Commander.
So just kind of stay back there for a second.
Incoming missile.
Now, heat's been fine for us. You know what? I thought I told you guys to attack that guy, and you are not. Let's just put everybody on me here.
On you, Commander.
Grasshopper. F2, F1. You keep the Griffin occupied while the rest of us make a run for it. Now, the Grasshopper hasn't taken much damage. The question is, did he do any damage? Alright, there's a dragon we can pick up there, and he's got an engine, so he's probably worth it just for the engine. I don't know if there's anything else down here, and again, we're not looking for other heavies at the moment except for catapults, at least to pilot. That doesn't mean we couldn't sell them. There's a lot of dragon in there. And I don't see anything we need for one of our... Yeah, I mean, that's 700. We'll grab that. Oh, he's a 6. We could go with... I don't know, could we get a full Irby? We should be able to get a full Irby for 6. Is there enough points for it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hunchback should be okay. Leg and an arm. Maybe an ammo explosion and a loss of a medium laser. Alright. Let's take a look, see how we did. The Dragon, I'm gonna... I kind of like the engine, honestly. The engine's not a bad idea to grab. What do we have in this? A 260. A 300 is a big engine. Alright, we're just gonna sell you. We'll go ahead. We'll reassemble you. So it cost us 150. And then how much are we gonna sell you for? 269. So it's I don't know. This one didn't... Yeah, it cost us 6 things, and in the end it gets us a little over, what, 120,000? It's probably not worth it. We're probably better off if we're just trying to get stuff to make money. Just buying components, right? This one, though, the engine, I would like the engine. So let's go to loadout. Let's, we'll have to repair it later, but that's okay. I'm just going to take it out. Just start work. Yeah. That's fine. That's going to take 4 days, and then we'll sell the Dragon. And then we'll just have one good big engine kicking around that we could use for other things. So, you appear to be okay. You appear to be okay. I'm okay. Question is the Hunchback. We know we need to replace both medium lasers. And a heatsink. Okay. We can do that. See, there's a UAV drone right there. And again, I don't know how often she uses it. It says the AI will automatically pop them. Right? It says AI will launch them automatically if no friendly UAVs around. The question is, does it use them all right away? Like at the beginning, as you're walking along, is it just popping UAVs for 25 seconds? So by the time you've walked in far enough to make it an issue, they've all been gone? Or does it wait until you're attacking somebody? I don't know. We'll go ahead and start the work. Let me check to see if there's anything available equipment-wise that we need. No. The answer is no. I think we're at 36 minutes recorded. I don't know what that's going to edit down to. Hopefully under 30 minutes. So I'll see you guys next time. As always, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.